Hi, for today's recipe, I'm going to first take 150 grams of unsalted butter and add it to a pan. After that, I'm going to now melt all this butter. Once I'm done melting this butter, I'm now going to keep this pan aside. Immediately, I'm going to now take a bowl to which here I'm then going to add 175 grams of dark chocolate. As you can see here, I've chopped the dark chocolate into smaller sizes. After adding all of the dark chocolate, here you can then add the hot melted butter. Here it is important for the butter to be hot and not warm so the chocolate melts easily. After adding the butter, I'm now going to mix all of this. As you can see here, I've now mixed all of this really well and there are absolutely zero lumps in this mixture. After that, I'm now going to keep this bowl aside. After keeping the bowl aside, here you can then take another bowl to which here you can then add 1 cup of granulated sugar, and along with that, for the rest of the ingredients, here you can also add half a cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and lastly, an egg. After adding the egg, I'm now going to mix all of this really well until the time this entire mixture becomes creamy. Once it becomes creamy, here I'm then going to add another 3 eggs, which I'm not going to add all at once, but rather I'm going to add 1 egg at a time while mixing it continuously. Here I'm going to mix it at least for a period of 8 minutes. Once you're done mixing it, here you can then pour the mixture of the dark chocolate and the butter which you had made earlier. And now once you're done pouring all of this, you can now mix all of this really well. After that, I'm now going to take a sieve to which I'm going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour and 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. After adding both of these ingredients, I'm now going to sift both these ingredients through the sieve. After sifting both of these ingredients, here you can then add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and once you're done adding it, you can now mix all of this really well. I'm going to now keep mixing this until the time the all-purpose flour and the cocoa powder combines well with the rest of the ingredients and this entire mixture becomes creamy. Once that happens, you can now keep this bowl aside. After that, I'm then going to take a baking tray greased with butter and parchment paper, and I'm going to pour this mixture into it. Once you're done pouring all of it, you can now gently tap this tray so that you can even out the mixture. Just before this entire process, I had preheated the oven to 180 degrees. I'm now going to add this baking tray to the preheated oven and set the timer for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you can now remove the tray from the oven and let the brownies cool down. And once the brownies have cooled down, your delicious brownies are now ready to be served. So if you did like this recipe, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.